From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Kent's Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday to you all. The weekend is almost here. You know, we're going to be wrapping up the work week starting with an unsettled weather pattern starting today. We're going to talk about the timing of the rain today, but we're going to start that unsettled weather pattern through really even early next week. Now, there are going to be rain chances today for all of Northern California, and it looks like it'll be sunny and warmer really as early as Tuesday, if not into the middle part of next week and lasting through the end of next week. All right, so let's take a look at the satellite. And it's just a big mess, right? Just a big jumbled mess over the Eastern Pacific. So you have to really just kind of look at it closely and figure out what's going on. Number one, you see a bit of a spin right here. That is a storm system. We've got a cold front associated with that right here. That's what's affecting us today, giving us the clouds and some of the showers that we're going to be looking at here throughout the day. Now, behind it is cooler air. You see some of these speckled clouds? That's the cooler air moving in, and that's going to keep things fairly unsettled. What I mean by that is we'll see a mixture of sun, some clouds, and maybe a few showers over the weekend. However, that being said, mainly dry this weekend. Mainly cloudy on Saturday without much rain. But behind all of this, way off up here, is an area of low pressure spinning. That'll be swinging down, will be here by Monday. But I don't think everyone's going to see rain. The coast, Trinity County, maybe western Siskiyou County, but everyone else most likely will stay dry on Monday. All right, so let's make sense of all this and get you through it all right, so here it is today at noon, right? And you can see the rain mostly for Trinity County westward. We're seeing the rain through the morning. That's what we've seen here, right? Now, we do expect dry conditions still for the valley eastward, okay? And of course, not to mention Siskiyou County around Mount Shasta eastward as well. So, if you have those plans, you're still okay. But as we go through this afternoon, it begins to push eastward and bring rain for everybody. Now, one thing I want to point out, because this looks pretty ominous, doesn't it? You see the reds, the oranges, looks like thunderstorms. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, yes, there may be a stray thunderstorm here or there, but overall, it's going to be light to moderate rainfall. It's not going to be a ton of rain out there, unfortunately. I mean, if it's going to rain, right, let's get some rain. So here you can see this is where the cold front is at this point. Now behind it, things are starting to at least kind of dry out a little bit, but still some scattered showers, but still fairly dry for the eastern mountains and just beginning to see some of that activity for Modoc County. Again, that's today at 3 o'clock, okay? Now let's take you to about 6 o'clock this evening. Now we're seeing better chances to the south. Modoc County seeing that chance. Not a lot for the eastern mountains. Tonight, around 8 o'clock, better chances to the south end of the valley. East Mountains seeing some scattered, I mean, this is light. And that's the case also for Modoc County. But see this? Now things are starting to dry out and even clear out a little bit here, especially out towards Siskiyou County tonight. Now our attention is focused on the cloud covers. As you know, between 8 and 10 approximately is going to be a solar eclipse known as the annular eclipse. Now I'm going to have more details on that. Be sure to check out social media, Facebook. I'll have it on YouTube. I'll have it on the 24-hour channel. An explanation of the eclipse and a detailed forecast on the cloud cover. We'll talk about that in more detail. But here's what it looks like at 9 o'clock, kind of in the middle of the eclipse. And yeah, I mean, overcast skies. If we're lucky, we may see some breaks in the clouds and you can actually check out the eclipse. But there's a very good chance many of us will have a hard time seeing the full eclipse, okay? Or at least the whole event, let's put it that way. Chance for a few scattered showers here and there Saturday afternoon, but really overall it's going to be fairly dry. And then Sunday looking dry as well with actually some clearing skies. Now take a look at the amount of rainfall. Remember I was talking about it's not going to be a lot, although it looked like heavy rainfall. Now keep in mind, during the day today, there could be brief periods of heavy rain for some of us. A lightning strike or two, not out of the question, but it's not going to be very widespread in that sense. And there you can see, it's just not going to be a lot of rain. I think it's underplaying it for Eureka. I think we could see more than that for Eureka, not to mention Hoopa. But otherwise, you can see, you know, maybe under a quarter of an inch for Trinity County, a few hundreds here and there for the rest of us, really. Now, I think some of us, where these numbers are below a tenth of an inch of rainfall, some of us could see a tenth. I mean, you can see out towards Mount Shasta, about a tenth of an inch of rainfall. But look at Wairika, I mean, not as much. But you can't take those numbers to be exact. Just kind of gives you an idea that, yeah, most of the rain will be on the coast, not as much eastward. So here's Monday, next Monday at noon, there's the next cold front passing through. Now, with these weak systems, they tend to break apart as they hit the coastal range, the Trinity Alps, the Marble Mountains, right? So here you can see as we go into about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you see how it's already breaking apart, but still some showers for Trinity County, western Siskiyou County, and of course Del Norte Humboldt. Now, could we see a stray sprinkle, especially for the north end of the valley? Yeah, not out of the question on Monday, but I wouldn't cancel any outdoor plans for sure, because this is pretty much going to die out before it hits the valley. Dry for everyone else, east of the valley as well. Tuesday looking dry. All right, so I want to show you the overall pattern. This system heading up north, and then you can see that Monday system right here. You see how weak it is because it's to our north and west. So we get this trailing cold front that is much weaker and heavier rainfall to our north and the Pacific Northwest. That is typical where these systems just barely clip us, right? That's why we're not expecting a lot of rain on Monday. But once that moves out, high pressure building in, it peaks on Wednesday, shifts eastward through the end of next week. Temperatures staying above normal, flirting with the 90s in the valley. Interesting, right? But there you can see your wave heights. They're not going to change a whole lot over the next 24 hours. Basically kind of hovering around that 8-foot mark here through Saturday afternoon. Here's a marine forecast for today. We do have those winds from the south at 5 to 15 knots, waves from the northwest at 4 feet at 10 seconds. And of course, there will be those rain showers throughout, especially the first half of the day. All right, so for today, rain starts on the coast, makes its way eastward, not as heavy for the valley or for the eastern mountains. Temperatures obviously a bit cooler out there today as well because of the added cloud cover eventually, right? All right, so here's what it looks like. Afternoon showers for Mount Shasta. Evening, late afternoon, evening for Alturas. Evening and tonight for Susanville. There could be a stray sprinkle on Saturday, but keeping it fairly dry. Sunday will be dry. And then Monday, a slight chance for showers for both Mount Shasta and Alturas. A slight chance. But I'm keeping it dry on Monday for Susanville. Here's the valley. Afternoon showers today, closer to the evening for Chico, by the way. Mainly dry Saturday, but don't be surprised if you run into a stray sprinkle on Saturday. Sunday, completely dry with more clearing. Now, I've got you with a slight chance for a sprinkle, maybe a light shower on Monday for Redding and Red Bluff. But Chico should stay dry on Monday, and then dry through the rest of the week. Now, for the North Coast, showers heaviest this morning through the afternoon, and then you can see Weaverville, those showers as well. Maybe a stray sprinkle for everyone on the coast, inland and Trinity County. Dry on Sunday, better chance for showers coming again on Monday before we dry things out again for Tuesday through Thursday, if not really through the end of next week.